All right. So getting a very late start to the morning or to the week even this week. Didn't look at the markets at all on the Sunday night open because I was at a Super Bowl party. I didn't even get back and take a look at the charts until pretty much just now, and all of my set and forget orders on to take the market short at the 4,000 got blasted through. So I just took a series of losses. Pretty much showed up to the session with three losses, or actually technically four losses under my belt because I took a loss on the S&P 500 as well. So not a good start to the week, even though the move itself is not that surprising. So I took a loss here as well, shorting the 4100 to the and got stopped out at the 4125. Um, took a 34,000 and got stopped out on the 75. Took the backup order, got blasted through as well. So right now, I'm starting off with very much behind the eight ball on for the week. It's not too bad though. It's not a surprising move. It's something that I wanted a piece of the action on the 750 if I saw some good formation here. This kangaroo tail looking thing would have all of this would have been. I didn't look at any of this because this was during the Super Bowl. This kangaroo tail would have been nice to for me to take either the 750 as it went up or the 675. Right, this would have been enough for me to maybe take a shot at it. And definitely after seeing, this small candle with a bullish engulfing. I don't know if that's technically engulfing, but on this smaller time frame, if I was looking, there's your not really a hammer candle, but just a bullish engulfing. So you have half of the formation that I like on a 30-minute chart. Let's see. The 30-minute chart isn't as appealing, but the 15-minute looks pretty good with that, and that was a good spot. But I wasn't there for it, and I wasn't gonna look either. Um, I don't have the ability to trade this on my phone. Um, I mean, I guess I could have, but I don't have that set up. I mean, for me, less is more. Trading less is more. But this would have been a good move for anyone that wasn't busy on a Sunday night. 750, pretty solid. Um, on the 15 minute, you can see that the momentum couldn't break below 40. And on the whereas on the little bit of a conflict there is that on the hourly, uh, it couldn't break above 60 the Friday before. Um, so now that it made a low, right, which is right here or right here technically, and the low couldn't break below 40, and then this new high went above 60, would have been a good chance, good opportunity to front run the open of the market. This was when I was on the train back to New York. To take a shot and front run the 825 and then seven, or lay like three traps, 825 because it broke above 750, 675. Right, this would have been a nice move, and you would have cleared the quarter because it's showing bullish. So now I'm bullish again, but I'm at the top of the range, so there's not really much runway for me um, to to make any profit because I'm still thinking that this range might hold up and reverse the market back down. So if I zoom out a little bit, I mean, there's nothing to me to indicate that this range is over. This is a 4-hour candle, 4-hour chart. Nothing here tells me that this range is now done. I did take a shot at the 4,000, thinking that maybe in the middle of it I could squeeze something out. That didn't work out. I'm looking for shorts at the top of the range here. Maybe I could front run the 250 at the 175. I could do that right there. I could take the 250 even, which would be right here. But the thing is, if I reach the 250, I this is a technically a new high. I'm not counting this wick above here because this was due to news on the first this is on February 1st. Huge candle, enormous candle, 4 hour candle. That was caused by news. So I'm literally thinking as I'm streaming here. So this is not this is a live thought process. On the 4 hour, I think I'm going to take one last shot at the short because that is technically a quarter. I only take quarter trades. That's just a rule of this strategy. And let me see here. So that right there, I'm playing this little 4 hour zone right here, hoping that the range holds up. That's what I'm hoping for. It blasted through my, these. You can tell that taking the 34,000 and the 3475 was kind of in the middle of the range. It was not that great of a spot to take it. But I just left it there, playing it on just. I just took a shot because of the major level. And there's plenty of argument to be made that that wasn't a smart play. But it doesn't look quite as bad on. I mean, it was just choppy all the way through. So yeah, yeah, it didn't hold up. It's okay. It's the start of a week. It's the start of a new week, which tends to be positive uh, unless otherwise stated. So let's see what the news says. Climbs higher from battered growth stocks. Quiet start after a sluggish week. Sure. I mean, this is very not very useful. Um, the only time I pay attention to this is when there's something bigger, more fundamental at play, like a Fed announcement or CPI numbers or something like that coming out that could really move the market. Something I think this is just optimism from getting beaten down last week. So the week last week was another kind of 2 weeks in a row with just ridiculous range. These are weekly candles, ridiculous range, starting and ending the week pretty much at the same area, almost exactly at the same area. And it's hard to profit inside of weeks like this unless you know to play the range. And obviously, this is the first within. We're still within the first 24 hours of the week. It looks like it wants to create another movement, but I'm not convinced that this is going to. It's I'm not convinced it's going to make new highs or new lows yet. I think the range is going to play out until something more significant of something more significant comes out, some kind of announcement or some kind of Fed announcement or job numbers that were maybe revised because they feel that there was an error in the first one because it was the highest job numbers, like record-breaking job numbers. Our supporters of our administration is like, oh, best president ever because of the highest job numbers ever. Lowering gas rates. Like there's a lot of noise around the job numbers from a couple of weeks ago job numbers in January for January because people who are fans of this administration are saying they want to believe that it's correct, and people who are more skeptical think that it was too high and it was inflated and maybe something was miscalculated. So the range, it kind of makes sense that from a fundamental macroeconomic perspective, we're in a range. Makes sense to be in this range. In terms of trading, however, it we'll see. I want to take a shot at this. It'll be my last shot at pushing this market down for the day. If this gets stopped out, we're making new highs. I'll be looking to see if what's the high for this fundamental this news candle. High's actually 325. So I'll be looking at the 325 at an alert. 325, just the one time. I actually am kind of regretting taking so many shots at the 34,000 now because I kind of wasted it when I could have done the 3175 and the 250 and laid 3 traps out here to push this market back down. Oh well, we'll see. Hopefully this range holds up, and I already kind of wasted my ammo on the 34,000 instead of using it on the 250. That's how it goes.